Alright, it is time for a new run. So, today we are starting a War Machine Zero. War Machine is a mod that I have covered a couple times. It is very fun. It changes a lot of stuff. It makes the characters pretty silly. Probably a little too OP sometimes, but very, very fun to play. Now, Zero is the newest addition, and as we can see, he is very oh. Oh. Hold on. Wait, I have melee bound to scroll wheel. Okay, so he swings a little fast. That's pretty cool. But yeah, he is the new addition to the War Machine arsenal, I guess, if we want to call it that. I have no clue how he plays yet. He is fast. Apparently, he melee is very, very fast. He has a lot of air control. Let's read a skill tree and get some clues about how this is going to work out. Okay, so, Invis. Kind of appears to be Invis for the most part. Base cooldown 15 seconds, base duration 6 seconds. Invis is 6 seconds long. You just normally can't use it until the 5-second mark, so that's why most people say 5. Weapon damage up to 200%, melee damage up to 100%. That seems lower, but it might be fine. Over in our sniping tree, we have Limitless. Your blade burns with unnatural fire. It swings faster in a wider arc, cuts hotter, and leaves nothing but ash. Team Sniper and Shotgun damage is increased by 15%. You receive an additional 5. All your weapons have a 5% chance to pierce through shields. This is a passive. You don't have to put points into it. So our melee is fire. As I have learned recently, I like it when melee is non-element or fire, so that it is appropriate for raiding and stuff like that. So I'm absolutely down with that. And also this means that our sniper and shotgun damage is just always 20% buffed, and we just ignore shields sometimes, so that'll be super cool. Headshot increases crit damage, further benefit for Jacob's weapons. Precision gives accuracy, weapon spread down, aim steadiness, and then at level 5 increases for weapon recoil reduction by 10%. Velocity, bullet speed, crit damage, gun damage. Bigger calibers lowers weapon mag size, however your crit damage and weapon damage are improved. Okay, so a little bit of a hit, but also a little bit of a buff. One shot, one kill. First shot fired from a fully loaded magazine deals increased damage. At level 5, first shot fired from this skill gains plus 15% crit. This might be fun for Infinity, but also downside, bigger caliber would make it not work because mag size down brings Infinity down to 0 ammo. Maybe with a class mod that buffs mag size, we could bring it back up and then use that. But there are also so many other fun guns in this mod that like probably won't even use one shot, one kill. So we'll see how that goes. Boar seems to be boar. Yeah, it's a boar. Okay. At one with a gun, cooldown of 7 seconds. Aiming down sights supercharges your weapon for 5 seconds. While supercharged, weapons fire 5 shots at once. Snipers and shotguns fire an additional 3 instead. Unscoping cancels the effect. Rocket launchers are unaffected. This skill can activate Bullet Trinity. Weapon damage plus 4%, weapon status damage plus 5, movement speed plus 5. And at level 5, sniper rifle ammo will not be consumed upon overcharge. Okay, so zoom in, shoot man, and then in like 7 seconds you can do it again and just deal tons of damage. Sure, why not? Kill confirmed, aiming down the sights with your gun grants you a stack of overkill mode. Each stack increases crit damage and slowly empowers your weapon. Overkill mode stacks give you crit damage and weapon damage, but reduce weapon mag size. At level 5, each stack of overkill mode will grant you extreme jump height and airspeed. Interesting. We have a lot of mag size down over here, so hopefully we have a way to counter it. Or we're just a funny one-shot man who just jumps around and pops dudes and then just reloads instantly. Don't see a lot of reload speed yet, though. Hopefully that's in another tree. And then Critical Ascension. Scoring a crit grants you 1% crit damage. Sniper rifles gain an additional 1% weapon damage and double the crit bonus per stack. Scoring a crit with a sniper grants 2. Okay, so it's just general critical ascension for every gun, but snipers just stack it better and get more benefits from it. I like this, that's good. From our blue tree, we have fast hands, increase reload and weapon swap speed. At level 5, the last shot fired from your weapon chamber gains 10% damage. Okay, so minor money shot. Ambush, ambush, Counter-Strike. Seems to be Counter-Strike. But also for shooting. Okay, cool. Bullet Trinity. When your gun has exactly 3 bullets remaining, all shots will be fired simultaneously. Oh. So at one with the gun, might Bullet Trinity? Okay. Each level of skill further increases total damage dealt by these shots. That's disgusting. Okay, so low mag is the name of the game. That's gonna feel a little weird playing Zero and, wanting big mag snipers, but like, sure. Innervate, while Deception is active, gain increased gun damage and movement speed. At level 5, gain 10% melee damage and 15% dot damage during activation. Deathmark, attacking enemies applies Deathmark for 8 seconds, increasing all damage they take by 10% per mark. Each attack type has an internal cooldown. Melee attacks have a 1 second, bullets 3, grenades 5, and then taking damage is 2 seconds. So if I get hit, they get debuffed? To reduce lag, the mark indicator may flicker on already marked targets. Okay. I don't know how many stacks this can go up to. I don't know if there's a limit or what it is, but okay. Grim, kill skill, gives shotguns extra projectiles. Unforeseen looks like unforeseen. Two Fang is Two Fang. Kunai is Kunai. Alright, Killing Blow, massively increases damage against... Okay, so it's Killing Blow. At level 5, increases melee damage by 5%. Iron Hand gives melee damage and increases melee damage based on max money carried. Reduces damage taken directly to your health by 5% at level 5. Follow through is follow through. Execute is seemingly longer. That looks longer, the execute range units. And then also just increases base damage. Backstab is backstab. Additionally, enemies within 800 units around you receive more damage direct to their health. Okay, so it's backstab, but also you deal more damage to health bars. Be like water, shooting an enemy increases the damage of your next melee attack for the next 7 seconds. Melee attacks increase the damage of shots fired for the next 5 seconds. Only one can be applied. Okay, so it's be like water. Hyperfocus. Each successful ranged attack grants a stacking melee bonus for a short time. Once you land your next melee attack, all stacks will be lost. Does this have a capacity? Because if this doesn't have a cap, that could be ridiculous. Like the wind, while moving you deal increased melee and gun damage, and at level 5 sprinting heals health, just while you're running. Okay. At least for right now, I've been told Hyperfocus doesn't have an upper limit. That's interesting. We'll have to see how that goes. Resurgence, killing an enemy with a melee attack restores health. The lower your health, the more health you receive. Additionally, meleeing an enemy grants a stack of dead zone, increasing melee damage, and causes enemies within 100 units to take more health damage. Okay. And then for Many Must Fall, it is Many Must Fall. Okay, so interesting character. We're going to have very small magazines, but our magazines are going to just shred enemies, especially if they're at 3 shots or lower. And then also melee sounds pretty reasonable. I might have to just play with this one to see how I feel about it, because I can't tell right away. It sounds interesting, it sounds unique at least. We'll see what we do. Oh yeah, this is the mod with the funny slide. Right, okay, so we can move a little bit faster at all times with this, and I can just be a sliding goblin. Ah, okay, enemies in DigiPeak spawn a little bit faster. Just gonna get a little bit of XP. Don't want to spend too much time here. Right, I forgot they put candies in the vendors. I don't know if that's a beta patch exclusive, or if that's just a thing. But also... look at the text. It's an absorb shield, but it also has a chance to deflect bullets and then like increases damage and just so much stuff. It's ridiculous. Also, it gives bullet speed because you know why not. Um, we've also got Nova Shields, where if it's a fire one, it increases or it gives healing for fire impact damage. And like, there's just a lot of stuff. There's just so much stuff on these cards. Turtles give stockpile, and then also gives damage reduction and like just a lot of stuff. Meteors give weapon damage, fire rate, reload speed, and cooldown reduction, which is like insane. Like, there's just so much stuff on these cards. The amp shields are amp shields. Um, there's just so much stuff. This mod is just packed. It's really nice though, but it's so packed. Okay, level 5. Wait, do I get infinite melees while invis, but shooting breaks it? Wait a minute. Oh, okay. So if you shoot, the timer still continues, but you're visible so that you can get infinite, like, you can get your deception bonuses. But yeah, melee seems infinite. Okay. Interesting. So you can smack as much as you want. If you shoot, it'll end it, you'll be visible, but you'll still get your benefits, but like, still, you can just do that. Why do I have a skill point? Why do I have a skill point? Wait a minute. This is just a thing? Okay. Well, you know, the melee is really funny, so I guess I'll do melee. Hey, buddy. Thank you. Level 7. More killing blow, I guess. You almost have to, like, time the melees. If you spam it too fast, you just miss. But that's really, really funny. Thank you. Alright, level 11. This is gonna be so dumb. I am definitely wearing a melee shield. Oh, right. You can also get wait. I can just straight up buy iridium. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, level 12 is probably pretty good. Let's go ahead and head over to Snowman DLC. And just go farm out that DLC super hard, I guess. Okay, so melee shields provide extra air control. Enemies within a certain radius of us deal less impact damage, and their bullet speed is reduced. And then also, we get 20% melee damage reduction whenever we take damage. And I think that's dependent on what rarity our shield is. So that's pretty cool. I don't want to get a level 13 melee shield so that I can get that going early. Alright, we're going to be nice and sneaky. We're going to poke ankles. They can't handle it. They can't deal. This is so stupid. The ankle biter build. This is so dumb. It's so funny, but it's so dumb. I'm almost level 13. I'll get to use that Roid Shield soon. Come on. Give me the level up. I need it. Okay, perfect. So, put a skill point there. Put a melee shield on. So now we get even more melee damage, even more movement speed. I'm pretty sure Roid is just always active. And now our sliding speed is even more dumb. Cool. You know, why not? This is barely even controllable. This is so dumb. Okay, that's a lot of air control. I can't control that sometimes. That could be kind of rough. Wait, does this AoE? This AoEs. I don't even have to look at them. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hey, buddy. Yep, he's dead. Okay. Sure. I don't even have to hit them. I can just vaguely point at them. Let's go. So, like, in terms of being a sneaky little goblin, this is really funny. I have to imagine this is overpowered late game. There's just no way it's not, you know? I mean, my goodness. Can I get Left Thumper in this mod? I don't even remember, but I would go really crazy for this too. Quasar increases weapon status effect chance by 35%. Okay. It also does different stuff depending on what version it is. So Lobbed is just stronger explosive damage. Rubberized spawns 2 black holes. Homing throws 2 at a time. Longbow spawns 3 landmines. That's kind of cool. Is that the same for a lot of grenades? No. Okay. So that's just like this. Alright. Come here. Oh, right. You do have to do this. I forgot. That's my bad. I might be underleveled, but I can win. Just ride the bull. Stay on top. Good job. This is so dumb. Okay, so the Quasar that we got is just a normal old Quasar, right? Basically. Okay. What? Oh, we can't equip it yet. But we can put on the melee shield. Okay. Execute is next level. This is going to be stupid. I hope it doesn't warp my camera too much, because I know that that could hurt to look at, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, from our first chest... What? Oh, it's a dart. It just has that color to it now? I mean, that looks cool, not gonna lie. Iridium stack. Cooldown relic definitely is what we're using. And I guess I just want a melee class mod, realistically. Alright, well, let's slide back on over. Okay, level 15 before second snowman. Execute. I guess I'll spec backstab next. But also, put that on. Put this on. Maybe hold on to the rare loot relic, because apparently it's actually kind of nice. And then also, look at bandit rocket launchers. They use sniper ammo. They consume more ammo per shot, but you can just find sniper ammo everywhere, so this is great. Alright, so pop execute or pop invis. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Okay. It swipes multiple times per execute. That's so sick. Do I require a target? Okay, I do require a target to execute. But, like, I don't think I'll have any problem getting around in this mod, so I'm not complaining at all. Okay, how far is execute? It does what? I don't even have to hit him and it hits him. Are you kidding? That's ridiculous. I don't have a non-melee weapon on. There we go. It hits from at least that far away. Okay, that's cool. Sure, why not? Iridium stack, please show your proper value. You know what? It's fine. It's still iridium. TDOrs give ammo regen. At least the rocket launchers do. That's kind of nice. And the black hole, which is not actually a black hole. It is a shield or it is a grenade replacement. It still does black hole stuff, though, to be fair. So, with the black hole, you put it here. It just does what it normally does, but it also buffs your normal shield's capacity. So 400 plus almost another 400 equals a lot of shield. This is silly. I'm using my skyrocket, but like you could use that as a panic button for sure. Wait, grab that launcher? Oh, right. Consumes foes. What do you mean by consumes foes? Hold on. Hey, get consumed. Okay, it has to be close. It's just an E-Tech pellet. I'm just throwing an E-Tech pellet at men. Huh. Yeah, why not? This is so stupid. It's incredibly funny, but it's so dumb. Yeah, maybe by late game, this is balanced. I currently doubt it, but who knows? There's a chance. Very low chance, but there's a chance that this is actually relatively balanced by then. I don't know. I feel like I should just go into the base game and start swiping ankles. So let's just go do that instead. Oh no, it's Knuckle Dragger. Oh, yeah, no, it was. Wait, how? That's how big. Okay. Execute seems a little strong. I think that whenever the mod dev creates their characters, they literally just look at like an anime character and they just do that. Because the fact that execute is just you lunge forward, time passes, and then a bunch of melee hits tick, that's literally just anime. That's just straight up just the anime trope of a swordsman just speeding past everything and putting its sword back in their like sheath, and then everyone just folding. but it's cool. But it's so silly. Oh my Umu. Being on the ground is probably actually pretty. Oh my god. What? Whoa. Whoa. I forgot about this. There's some weird air control stuff where if you just have a controller on and you just kind of wiggle back and forth a little bit, you just kind of start you just start going. Okay. I guess we could play this character in third person, huh? Just because of the melee being an AoE. Like, even if you miss, you don't miss. This is so silly. Average Warframe gameplay. And then, yeah, this is what the sliding animation would look like from a second player's perspective. Obviously, you're not supposed to see this, but it's funny. Boss down. It hit that guy all the way over there? Are you kidding? That's so dumb, but like, it's great, but that's so dumb. Oh, oh. The air control took over. All the way over there. Okay, listen, buddy. That might be a bit much. I don't know. Man, BL2 could have been so cool in third person if they had put a little more fixing into it. Oh, okay. The 1,000 stabs is not actually super duper strong. But, like, that's still it's really silly. Hold on, I have to... Hold on, I'm gonna jump off the edge of the ship. I gotta try it. Literally just reminds me of the Skyrim bug, where you just get a ton of movement speed and just start blasting across the landscape. Surely I can do... If I can figure out how to consistently get this going, I could do Digipeak skip, right? Because right now it's kind of an enigma, but like... Oh my goodness, that speed is... It's faster than anything I do. Hello, Dennis. Where's your... Oh, hold on. There it is. Yep. Oh, okay. Oh, easily. If I can just figure out how to consistently do that, you just come over here, you do your peak stuff. Can I... Hold on, can I back travel? Please. You can back travel. This is so dumb. I don't even know what causes this. I need to play Bale 2 in third person while I'm moving around more. Like, literally, if you shoot, sometimes the bullets fly backwards from where you're firing. But, like, if it worked, oh my goodness. This would be so sick. Alright, back to base game. That's a mashing assault rifle with a really low fire rate. That's kind of actually pretty cool, though. Okay, I respect that. That's a cradle. Minus health regen. Upon depletion, after fully charged, charges up its energy and shoots out 10 copies of itself in the direction you are aiming. Each copy deals explosive damage in an area of 350 units. Copy damage can be increased with grenade damage modifiers. Okay. So, that's interesting. I don't think we'll use it on this character, but that's neat. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this air control thing was related to the roid shields and not directly to Zero himself. It's probably just the way that they handle air control in this mod seems to just be a little on the silly side sometimes. I'm not complaining, of course, but like it just, you know, it's kind of silly. Paired with the infinite melee spam, it is pretty funny though. Wait, is this leftover from the sprint prop? Wait, hold on. So whenever you do a slide and then end it with a jump, you get a bunch of speed. Is this just stacking up that speed because it never removes it since it expects me to slide in between? No, it's definitely not. It's air control. I don't know why. I don't get it. I don't understand it actually at all. I thought I did for a second, but no clue. Not a single idea how that works. Okay. Well, this is a little bit silly. Hold on, where's my interact? There it is. This is a little bit on the silly side so far. The melees are very fast. The execute range seems ridiculous. The fact that the melee is an AoE is really strong. The air control is broken. This is definitely not on purpose, I would not imagine, because this is really hard to control sometimes. But, like, this is hilarious. This is a great time. I think this is all we're going to do for today, though. We read a lot of information. We've found out a lot of silly stuff already. Tomorrow is going to be even more silly stuff. Just wait. Someone's an exploding barrage. Wait, hold on. Have I seen this? Oh, right. This is a thing. I forgot about this, too. Yeah, we can just become a caster with just insane air control and melee and stuff. You know, this is going to be a fun playthrough, I get the feeling. I'm very happy with this. We'll pick up more tomorrow and maybe even throw Meteors at people and stuff. Day one.